welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show, right here on WLVS, the largest online radio broadcast in the U.S. How blessed are we? Right across from Howard University, ain't you? You know, and in the nation's capital. Wow, what a great time in this place today. So I just want to say hello, welcome again for tuning in. I'm Renee Allen, and I have a wonderful show for you today. It's jam packed, so we got to keep it moving. So I'm going to start off by just saying, oh, we have somebody on the line, J.V. Jones of DC Nightlife. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I
How are you,
am.
beautiful?
I'm excited too. I can't wait to tell everybody.
I'm excited too because look, WLVS, I'm trying to do, I'm not Oprah and all that yet, but I'm trying to do a little something. So JV Jones of DC Nightlife is actually going to, oh, thank you, Jacob, is going to give some free tickets out, and she's going to explain what we're actually doing. So go ahead, girl.
Yes, so we are having two wonderful festivals. One is the Wine, Spirits, and Music Festival. That is Saturday, June 16th from 1 to 9 p.m. That's going to be over in DC at the East Gateway Pavilion. It's going to be Kima from the group Total, Junkyard Band,
Yes.
Belladonna, We the Fix, so a whole bunch of great folks. Looking forward to that. And our other one is on Saturday, July 21st. That's going to be the 2018 Family and Friends
Yes, ma'am.
Music Festival. But we are going to have Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band,
Woo-hoo.
Faces, and Kel Hernandez. Just a whole bunch of folks that's going to just come out, eat crabs at both festivals. And we just excited. Hope everybody can make it out. DC Nightlife is going to do it and do it up.
You always do it up and do it right. I know that our girl from 102.3 will be on. Give her a shout out and some of the other VIPs that'll be there.
Yes. So hopefully everyone can make it. That'll be 12 to 9 p.m. and it's going to be family friendly. That one is the
Yes, ma'am.
21st.
Yes, ma'am. Who is our girl? I love her. She's pretty on the inside and the outside. Who is the girl from 102.3?
On Asia, my girl
Yes.
Asia from
Yes,
102.3.
Asia will
Yes.
be the host. And I
Yes.
love her. She gives so much love, just like Guy Lambert and a few others. Media, they tend to get real selfish, but when I see a media person who really gives love, I shout it out, girl.
Yes. And don't forget the comedian Anthony Thompson and Eddie Bryant. They're going to be our hosts, so they're going to keep it funny and full of
Awesome.
laughter.
Awesome. I didn't even know that. Thank you so much. So listen, you heard JP Jones from DC Nightlife. And what we're going to do is you go to Renee Allen and Friends, and the first two who say that they heard it on Renee Allen and Friends show, you will get the pair of tickets. Okay, so I'll be checking late tonight. The first two will get the tickets, and I'll let you know who it is. Okay, JV?
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you so
JV Jones.
much.
Okay, DC Nightlife on Facebook.
Love
Love you
you.
too. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye.
All right. Wow, I love her. She and Millie and Daryl Carter, they're just a wonderful trio. So let's just I know you're wondering who this is. I'm going to tell you in a minute, but let's just stick with the show for a minute. So I want to just tell you that Anya by Vivian is not only a friend to the show, but she's a dear friend of mine, and she is loved throughout the world. A Nigerian couture designer, there she is, had a wonderful show at the Silver Spring Civic Center this past Sunday, and I have some pictures that Jacob will share. Bam, boom, pat out. That's your girl right there. I had to show off when I was the MC. And then Marcia Dyson, of course, that was from when they were with Beyonce and Jay-Z. She made it was for Wakanda, I believe, in Hollywood, and she did that about a month ago. Here we go, the fashion show, beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. It was such a spectacular show, just smooth as silk, all sizes from zero to whatever size. I mean, it was just beautiful garments on beautiful bodies of different sizes, and I really enjoyed it. So kudos to Vivian Abakova of Anya by Vivian. Yay! Also, we have Women for Muse. Now, this is just me. None of the viewers, no one in the studio. It's just Renee Allen. I'm a woman for Muse. Yeah! Because he has the agenda that I follow, which is the veterans, the women. I don't vote gender. I vote my beliefs and who I feel would do the best job. So we'll be, matter of fact, I have that flyer, Jacob. Today, Keisha, who owns the Proud Mary, she's having her grand opening of her panache, I think is what it's called. It's a flyer, and it says Anthony Muse. And I will be leaving the show, going immediately there in Fort Washington. Bam! Boom! Pa-da. There you go, Senator Muse, for county executive. Okay, and then we have Lady Nakia Wright. She is a co-host every third Wednesday on Renee Allen and Friends, and she's having a family first at Jabak, the gathering with her husband, who she adores, and you know how she is when she's on the show. Oh, she loves her husband, and that is Bishop Donald Wright. So this is this Saturday, and then lastly, I believe I have the Mrs. DC pageant. Oh, and I'm her correspondent in the morning. Then I head over to the embassy, and I will be the co-host for the Mrs. DC America pageant, which I believe, yes, there she is, Julie Candelosi, and she actually was the correspondent for Vivian, by Anya, Vivian Abakova's show. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of stuff there. So now, thank you, Jacob. Guess who's sitting next to me? She is the immediate past president of the National National Council of Negro Women Washington Section, and that is Charmaine Davis Gurley, right?
Yes.
I am good today. I'm all memory. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's so good to be back.
I
It's good
know.
to see you
My God,
again.
you're getting younger, and the hair, and the do, and the bang. You look good, girl.
Thank you. Likewise, I'm trying to keep up.
Oh my goodness, girl, you are all that in the bag of chips. So tell us
Thank
what's
you.
going on.
We're extremely excited. Again, thank you for having us back
You're
again.
welcome. You know that Deb Moss.
Oh, I know. She keeps us in check and
Yes.
keeps us out in the front.
Yeah.
And thank you to Deb Moss and our wonderful committee members, our volunteers who are members of the Washington section. We're excited this year because we are having our annual jazz luncheon. This will be the 9th annual jazz luncheon on Saturday, April 21st.
Yes.
And this year it's a little bit different because we'll be celebrating our 75th anniversary.
Woo!
And for an organization, a women's organization, an African American women's organization, we're extremely proud of our success, of our achievements over the years, and therefore we will also be recognizing some of our individual members and our partners who contributed to the success of the event, like Dr. Latay Perry, Ms. Vivian Smith, we have Ms. Shirley Ali, these are members of the community, and Ms.
Yes.
Inez Davis. And our partner, Washington School for Girls, one of the organizations, a member of my heart, who we contribute to mentoring and education and academics and make sure we have these young ladies primed for success for their careers, their academic careers.
That's why I love you. When I first met you and you came on, of course, Deborah brought you here, and I just fell in love because the organization already speaks for itself. But when you have the
does.
different sections and you see the different things that they do, you really stand
Certainly.
above and beyond what the average do.
Certainly.
Especially for girls.
Exactly.
So I'm really excited about that, and
Yes.
I'm honored to say they asked me to be the MC.
Yes.
And I'm just.
I wish I
totally
had a
flo-
bell to ring.
Oh, you can girl, bring it, girl. We can share
We're
it, okay?
excited. Yes.
I'm excited because I love what you're doing. I love the women, all of you, and I've become pretty close to you in mind, spirit, and soul. So tell them how to get a hold of you, how to get a ticket. Any tickets left?
Certainly. I was going to say I would call very soon. So you can contact our Shirley Graham, who's our ticket chair. Her telephone number is 301-350-1394, or you can also contact us at wsncnw@gmail.com.
And there we have it up on the
Yes,
screen,
excellent.
too. What a beautiful
Yes.
flyer.
Thank you.
Yeah, so any last things you want to say about anything else going on, and what you want to say about the organization, or maybe to our
Certainly.
viewers, because this is really a grand treat.
Certainly. I would just end that this event is important. As I mentioned, it's our major fundraiser for us. And because of the support that we've had from the community and from attendees in the past, we've been able to establish a new scholarship program. And this scholarship program will be, yes, the bell. And the scholarship program this year will be able to give away 2 scholarships to rising high school seniors,
that's awesome.
$2,000, and we'll continue this. But it's because of the work and the support that we've had, the success of the event, that we'll be able to do this. And I know it's tight, as I always say. If it feels like a pinch for me, when you're trying to think about how to use your money. Anyone who is already feeling a pinch is now feeling a bite.
Yeah.
So if you can come and support us,
Yes, ma'am.
attend, support our silent auction, which that's my favorite part.
Yes, yes,
It's
ma'am.
my justification for
Yes,
giving
can
back
you-
and shopping.
yeah. Can you give us one item that's on it?
There is a designer purse. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I've already spotted. Yes.
Well, listen, do you mind? I'm going to put you on the
Yes.
spot for a minute here because
Certainly.
maybe we could have one or two of the scholarship recipients come back.
That would be an
that
excellent
be
idea.
awesome?
We would love to do that. We would
Wonderful.
love to
So
do
we'll,
that.
we'll make that happen, Jacob and I. And thank you so much for
Oh,
coming
you're
on
very
the show.
welcome. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention our entertainment. If you
Yes.
probably know Johnny Steele and the Four Reel
Oh,
Band will
yes.
be our music part.
Yes,
It's going to be
yeah.
a fabulous affair, and because we have you as the MC.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm the lucky one. Well, thank you so much,
Yes.
Charmaine.
Thank you so very much, and thank you to the listening audience, and hope you can join us.
Yes, please join them. And you'll find the information on my Facebook as well. And we'll be right back. Enjoy the sounds of my girl, the first guest to the show, Silver Logan Sharp.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night. I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan, falling when I try to stand. I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes. I see you in my dreams. You tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, waiting here for you to find me, find me. Take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. Oh, it's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me. Oh,
Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. I am sitting here with Paula Potts, and if you're just tuning in and missed the song that was just playing, or actually heard the song, that is Silver Logan Sharp, the former singer of Chic Freak Out. Right.
Yes.
Well, I'm sitting next to her mother.
Right.
Mama Jor, because they look
Exactly.
like sisters.
Exactly. And I've been a backstage mom pretty much all my life. I won't say how many years.
Well, honey, you don't look like nothing about no years here. But today it's
Exactly.
all about Paula Potts.
Wow.
And I want you to just say hello to the viewers. Tell them a little bit about you.
Okay, hello everyone who's listening to my good friend Renee Starlin Allen. I call her Star because that's what she is.
Thank
But
you.
anyway, I'm an author and an energy therapist. And as I said, a backstage mom is one of my passions. I'm a dog mom, I'm a jewelry designer. I do many things. But all in all, my passion is really making people feel better.
And you do make
That's
people
what
feel
I'm.
better.
That's really what I'm all about. Yeah, as someone who has suffered a lot of health challenges for the past 30 years, I wrote a book about my journey with my challenges, and then after I finished the book, I got to a point where I had to market the book.
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
way out of my element, right? Way out of my element. So I had to break it down. I had to make it real. For the people, for you who
Yes.
need to feel better, right? And so then I created something called the Feel Better Challenge. Right. Yes. And so those are some of the things I like to share with your listeners.
Yes,
this evening.
and look, last Friday, she and Silver do this thing called Feel Better Friday. I can't do it like
Feel
Silver.
better,
Silver is something,
better.
isn't she? But I'm always
Better
dancing with this
Friday.
one
Yes.
and hanging with this one, enjoying the sounds of Silver.
Yeah.
But tell them a little bit about that, because you're such a big
Well,
part of that.
Oh my gosh, it's just so amazing how God works,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Because my book was a gift from God. The Feel Better Challenge was a gift from God. All inspiration, divine inspiration. And then with Silver, we were working with the students at Trinity University, right, and the marketing class, and they kept saying, you got to have a greater presence on Facebook,
Yes, ma'am.
on social media. So Silver, ran it around in her head, and she's like, I got to be on at least once a week. So I'm going to do this Friday thing, right? I'm going
Yes.
to do this Friday entertainment thing. And then I said, okay, well, why don't you use my concept, Feel Better Friday?
Yes.
Because music, right? Music makes you feel better.
And boy, do we feel better.
Oh, and girl,
I'm
it
trying to
has
come there every
turned
week.
into something great. It really has turned into something great. And we continue to do it every Friday.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
Hopefully it'll turn it into something even
Oh,
greater.
it's going to be big, because y'all done got Dr. Jennifer Jones involved.
Yeah.
Now, matter of fact, she sent me an
Oh,
email I have to
wow.
forward to you. It is thebomb.com.
She is the bomb.
She is. Let me give it up
okay,
for-
yes. Let me ring the bell for her, right?
Yeah. And look, before we get into her beautiful story,
Right.
she is wearing one of they make jewelry, and this is not just
Exactly.
any jewelry. It's
Exactly.
top of the line. Many of celebrities are wearing it. I feel honored to be one of the people that amongst these celebrities, and she's wearing a piece now.
right.
Jacob, if you could come in a little on there, and it's beautiful jewelry, handmade.
yes.
Bam, boom, pada.
Silverware, it's
Yeah.
called. And it's named for my daughter, Silver
Yes.
Logan Sharp, and
Yes.
it's what Silver wears.
I
right?
love it. I love it. So let's get to this book. Oh my goodness! Can we let's show them the book?
Yes.
My God, we're all a little crazy, right? So I love the title.
Yes. And that's what people always say to me.
yeah.
They say, yesterday when I was crazy, I'm still crazy. I said, well, that's a good start. You'll feel good about your crazy when you read my book, right?
So let's talk about that.
Okay.
You touched on it a tad bit, but what inspired you
Right.
to write this book?
Well, a number of things. I always say off the top that I could not write the book. It just kept coming in by the grace of God.
Won't
right?
he
It just
talk-
kept,
won't he
I know.
talk to you?
Oh, man, won't he talk to you? Thank you, Jesus, is what I say, right?
Glory to
and I know
God.
most authors probably tell the same story about that kind of divine
Because some
inspiration.
can't get it out.
Exactly. That's true.
So thank
That's-
God you
exactly.
did.
But I had my medical doctor, R. George Adams. He encouraged me to keep documentation of my healing process.
Oh, good.
The exercises I did every day, the foods I ate, the therapies I sought, and and that's what sort of evolved into the book, because he began to say, as I got better and more functional, you need to let people know, how you're doing this miraculous healing process.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to write the book. And I'm going, what? We didn't write the book. I'm trying to breathe and stay strong and stretch and walk. Right, I can't walk now,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
You're talking about write a book.
Yeah.
You know, and then my daughter, who was a witness, Silver, witnessed my progress, was like, Mommy, you can help a lot of people if you tell your story. And then my practitioner friends, hey, helping people. That's what it's
Yes,
all about,
yes,
helping God's
yes.
people. It's about the promises of God.
Yes,
That's what it's
ma'am.
really about. You know, and so, and then my mentors in my energy medicine study and practice, you know, also started saying, you know, well, you need to tell people what you did. So the book is really about what worked for me. As a fibromyalgia, panic disorder, depression, all kinds of crazy.
And tell them
sufferer.
what that is,
Yeah.
because some people don't know.
Yeah, well, fibromyalgia is thought of as a pain disorder. Your body is in chronic pain, severe to mild, all the time, 24/7.
Imagine that.
Okay, just imagine that. Just imagine the pain. You know, what's interesting as I was preparing for this show, people know about the pain part, but they don't know about the other parts. They don't know about the debilitating effects, how your muscles get weak from sitting around in pain, how you can't do the things you used to do. I couldn't lift my arms to wash my hair. I had to go to a hairdresser just to get my hair washed. You know, I still cannot lift anything that's very heavy. My condition was aggravated by air conditioning. So I have extreme cold sensitivity. So for years, I couldn't travel on airplanes. I couldn't go to the movies. You know, there's so many places I still can't go and things I can't do just because of environmental conditions. Because I can be fine and then sit in the air conditioning for 15 minutes and then be down for 2
We're
weeks.
going to turn this air off.
You know,
'cause
but
I
it's
can
not.
have you-
Hey, listen, it's good in here. It's good in here. And I've devoted my life to my healing process. My whole entire daily life is about my healing process and being an instrument of God's healing for everybody else who needs it.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
people who will listen to my story. Yeah.
Well, where do they get this book?
Okay,
is
it's
one
on
thing.
Amazon.
Yeah. Okay.
Amazon.com. or you-
Amazon's taking over.
I'm telling you, they're doing everything. I'm grateful for them at this point.
Look, you know,
Yeah.
Dr. Lance London, right?
Yes,
He was
of
saying
course.
this like 15, 16 years ago, maybe even sooner, because I've known him for almost 30.
Well, he's ahead of his time.
Yeah,
Always has been.
Yeah, they call him half man, half amazing. But he
I love
said what was going on now with these retailers, they were saying it. And Amazon taking over, being the richest man, Jeff Bezos now. Amazon, girl.
That's why they're
How they
going
get
after
that
him.
book?
Truth be told, right? And then I have a website, paulapotts.com.
Yes.
So if you want to read some excerpts and learn a little bit about more about me and my journey, you can also, and I have a blog page on my website as well,
ma'am.
where
Yes,
I write
ma'am.
about different kinds of things.
Wow. And that's how they get a hold of you then,
paulapotts.com. Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say to someone who may be watching, debilitated in bed or having pain, because there's so many people, including myself about
Right.
2 years ago, that are really going through some things and when
Yeah.
and health challenges attack the family. What would you say to them, to the person who's feeling the pain, and then to the family?
Well, first of all, and I love that question that you included the family, because it's not just about the sufferer. It's about the relationships that the sufferer has in their lives and how those
My
people
God.
are impacted. That's true in every situation. And what I would say, first of all, is never give up. There are all kinds of remedies out here. You have to keep searching for what works for you. Never get up. Keep asking questions. When one practitioner doesn't give you what you need, find another one. When one doctor doesn't give you what you need, find another one. It is out there. I'm a living witness, and my book is my testimony that many things work to help you feel better, to help you have less pain. Breathing, for example. You know, I learned to do progressive relaxation breathing, and it just brought my pain and anxiety levels down to a remarkable level. And I didn't even know what I was doing. You know, I was having biofeedback, and I recommend biofeedback as well. You know, and just because I had to practice every day, twice a day for 3 months, at the end of the 3 months, girl, I was transformed. Just by breathing exercise.
Is that just the diaphragm or just
The
long
diaphragmatic breathing and continuous breathing
Okay.
over a period of time that allows your body to ground itself and center itself so that your response to stress is lessened.
Stress is killing
And that's
people.
the other thing. We have to be able to manage our response to stress. Fibromyalgia responds to everything. Somebody can yell out in the room, a fire alarm can go off, and all of a sudden, it goes through your body and the pain is aggravated. you know. So, but there are many things out there. And actually, it's really about, though, your own willingness to take care of yourself. You know, I hate to put that out there, but that's just the truth. At the end of the day, there's so many what they call perpetuating factors,
Yes,
things
ma'am.
that make it worse.
Yeah.
So you need to find out what they are for you. For me, it's cold. For me, it's being certain kind of bad energy. You know what that means, right?
That's everybody right there. I'm like, woo!
You know, that'll make you feel
Devil
bad
flee,
real
devil.
quick, right? You know, so you find out what is that makes it worse for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so you get rid of that. And if it's those people,
Yes, ma'am.
you get rid of them.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
I don't mean that, you know.
But no, I
But you
mean
know
it
what
if
I
she
mean.
don't mean it.
All right.
And I just want to, and lastly, please, I know you're because it's so exciting to have you here.
Right. And
Talk
I'm
to
excited
the
to be
families
here.
of people going through these
Okay.
things.
Families, listen, it's confusing. I'll be the first to admit it's confusing. Just don't ever tell them you don't believe they're sick. Don't ever do that. You know, I was denied my integrity and my dignity from the beginning 30 years ago when nobody really knew what this disorder was about. And everybody thought it was all in my head, and they called me crazy for saying that I was in pain 24/7. It's not crazy. It's real. And it is really held in the nervous system. That's where that pain response really comes through. It's the central nervous system.
ma'am.
So you have to learn to relax. You cannot, you know, have arguments with people suffering from fibromyalgia and yelling matches. I don't think you should do that with anybody. So you have to have a loving approach. You have to have compassion for something you don't understand and something that you can't see. And the other thing I would say is it's not the same every day. Okay? It's just like a wound that heals. It's not the same every day, right? It gets
ma'am.
better and then it
Okay.
changes its
That's
appearance,
some good
right?
stuff.
You know, and that's the same thing with me. Some days I get out of bed, I'm feeling fine, I can dance and walk and jump up and down, do anything I want to do. And the next day I may not be able to get out of bed. But I look the same.
Yeah. And speaking of,
You
we'll
know, I
end this
look
with
the same,
this
right?
because I know how old you are.
Exactly.
And if they know how old Silver is, and you don't look, girl, you about
I'm
25
in my 70th
years.
year.
Yes.
Okay?
Woo! And she looked better than some people in their 50, 40 years.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is you also were very, very, very attractive. You said 30 years ago, and you're still attractive now. So I know there was a lot of problems.
Oh,
with
there's a
people
lot of
believing-
haters.
People
Yes.
believing that you're sick. You know, you
Yeah,
can't
you
help
can't
how
look
you look
like this and be
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
You can't be eloquent in your speech and be sick. Okay,
I
you
love
know,
it.
you can't
Thank you.
defend yourself and stand up for yourself and be sick. You know, as if you're just going to roll over and die. You know, and suffer. So yeah, I was much maligned,
Thank
and
you.
that kind of treatment made me worse. I got worse
Yeah.
for 7 years. Just imagine.
Yeah, we're
going
gonna have
down,
you back
down,
talking
down
about
for
that
7 years.
because a lot of people are hurting.
Oh, yeah, and
we're-
that's
we're
what I
gonna
wanna
have
make
you
a
back
difference in.
because I really want to touch on what we just said. I didn't even have any idea we were going to go into that, and I'm excited.
know, right? I didn't either.
But we have two more guests, so I don't want to end it here, but we have two more guests, so I have to end it
Okay,
here.
well, I just want to shout out to my two people.
Yes.
Alexis J. Smith, who was the person responsible for me coming up with the Feel Better Challenge. Okay,
Awesome.
she helped me to be led into this.
take one of those.
And yes, and to Professor Angela Harris at Trinity University. We've been working with the students there on our marketing programs, and they have brought some great talent. We feel like family over there,
Yes.
you know.
You make
They've
everyone
embraced
feel like
us,
family.
and we're doing some good stuff
Yes,
to
ma'am.
get our products, you know, in the marketplace
Thank
and
you.
to figure out what
Well,
happens
can I see
next.
the book for me? Because I already
yeah,
have a
sure.
copy, so I'm not trying to take it.
No,
But look,
you can give it away if
please,
you want.
really?
Yes.
We can give this away?
Yes, you can.
Okay, listen. Go to Renee Allen and Friends or any of my Facebooks, Renee Starlin Allen or Renee Allen, and say that you want this book and why. And the person that she says that was the best reason why will receive this book. Okay?
wow.
And we'll be right back.
What a great idea. Thank you, listeners. Be
Don't
well,
go anywhere.
be blessed, and feel better.
I love it.
Well, it's not far down to paradise. At least it's not for me. But The wind is right, we can sail away, find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. It's not far to Never, Never Land. No reason to pretend that if the wind is right, we can find the joy of innocence again. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Dreaming the wind to carry me.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends. We're right here on WLVS. We're live in the studio across from Howard University in the nation's capital with Dr. Donovan Anderson. It's about the authors today. We just have Paula Potts, and now we have Dr. Donovan Anderson. How are you, sir?
I'm well. I'm very well.
Yeah, you know why you're
thanks for
here,
having
right?
me.
You know why you're here.
Why?
Because I was at Asala, our friends at the show, Asala, and I went there and went to the author's corner, and I fell in love with Dr. Donovan. And Don, tell him a little bit about yourself.
I'm a doctor. I have a PhD in urban planning, and I launched my own children's publishing company. So we focus on empowering girls ages 2 through 8.
Yes. And another thing I loved about him, he's so humble, but he's the father of 3 girls, and I'm the oldest of 3 girls. So, we connected right away, like, bam, boom, pa-da. So why did you, besides the obvious, your girls, start this venture here?
I started because my wife and I, when our daughters were born, they're now 4, we started looking for books that would be of interest to them. And we couldn't find books that intersected that with literacy, which is for kids ages 2 through 8, they're supposed to learn these on-site words, these 220 words that help them to read. And we couldn't find books that intersected with literacy, the Black aesthetic, and having girls just doing empowering things. So doing things like, things you see girls doing every day. So in my first book, they're climbing a tree to get a mango.
Which is usually the boy's job.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So mango in a tree. How did you come up with that title?
Oh, my grandmother. So my grandmother is from Jamaica.
My dad's Jamaican.
Oh, really?
I knew there was some more energy
Oh,
there.
really? Wow. So when she was growing up, she used to climb trees for mangoes. So this book is really dedicated to my grandmother.
Wow. Any shout outs you want to give?
Yes, to my daughters Olivia and Vivian and Miriam, and my wife Mindalyn.
Yay! The mother of the 3 that she birthed for you. Yeah. So let's talk about this book. I love it. I put it on social media today, and we can show them if you don't mind the cover.
Sure.
Yeah. Jacob, you see it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jacob got it.
Thank
okay.
you.
So let's read something out of it.
Oh, okay. So
Your favorite 2 lines or 3 lines.
I have a favorite page here. Okay. So this page here, it says, "Not on a star, nor in the sky. No, not a mango much too high. No, not too green. No, not too red. No, not too far. That's what you said. You like one here, you like one there, but just not one from anywhere."
And can we show them that?
Yes. It's one of my favorite pages from the book.
I love what you said about the aesthetics of our culture, because I grew up with only 4 African Americans in my high school in Fairfield, Connecticut, and we didn't see any of that. Matter of fact, Roots was coming out, and we still had payphone booths and things like that. So what do you see this book doing, and where are you going from here?
I wanted my daughters to not have to learn blackness later on. I wanted them to learn things that made them matter-of-factly black. So, for example, this book could have been apple in a tree, right? But having a mango and having these subtle kind of cultural cues throughout the book that connect my daughters with their culture. So that was my goal here. Now I'm actually working with an illustrator and actually my my team to publish the next 5 books
Really?
in the series.
Can you give us maybe a little snippet of one of them?
Off the top of my head,
One of the titles
oh,
or
titles.
something, you know? Yeah.
So the next book is called Empress in the Place.
Wow.
And in that book, my favorite book growing up was The People Could Fly. And this is about enslaved Africans being able to fly home during slavery, fly back to Africa.
Wow, you are deep.
And I thought a lot about what that world looked like in the sky. So I created this sky world for this next book, where you'll see kind of like these cultural things, but again, like very subtle and just very matter-of-factly black. So I wanted that to be the essential component of my next book.
Yes. Well, what would you say to author of any culture about staying true to themselves and actually, taking off and starting their authorship, if you call it?
Well, so one thing, in doing this, I'm meeting a lot of authors who want to publish their own works. So I'm trying to put together a program right now that helps authors to actually do that. So as a publishing company, I'm actually looking for talent for stories. I'm actually working with a gentleman from Vietnam who also has daughters, and he wants something that for Vietnam or Asian children here in America who were not born in Asia but now growing up here,
Yes.
and kind of like what's a story that helps them to like navigate this space. So again, like, my goal here is to help independent authors to create really quality works. Like if you look at this book, you go online, this book is a high quality book. I have a professional illustrator who actually did the entire book. I have a team of cover designer, graphic designer who actually helped me to work on this book to make it the highest quality possible.
Well, two questions. Are you looking for other illustrators? Because I have Passion Fruit,
Of
is
course.
a friend of the show, and she does some great work. The other thing is, do you just work with girls or do you work with boys?
So for my particular company, my goal is to empower girls, but I'm looking for other authors who are targeting boys and trying to do works that help to empower boys as well. So if anyone has stories, I'm definitely looking to speak with them further about that.
Awesome.
But if you're an illustrator, if you're a graphic designer, if you're a cover designer and author, I'm looking for those things too.
Wonderful, wonderful. Anything else you'd like to share with us? And thank you so much for being so
Oh, it's
flexible
great.
about
It's been
today.
great. Oh, no. Thank
So
you.
how do they get a hold of you?
So you can go on my website, which is www.juniorsread.com, and you can find my book. You can find more information about myself, my family, and the things that are coming up next.
And there's one thing you didn't tell them.
What's that?
What's your AKA?
So my pseudonym for my book, for all of my work, I call myself a children's content creator. So my pseudonym is Donnie Mustard Seed.
I love it.
Thank you.
So I was like, who was that? When I was looking at everything and doing my due diligence. Yeah, so there you have Dr. Donovan Anderson. You could reach him. He's looking for authors, illustrators, and a wonderful, wonderful man, father, and husband. Thank you so much for being on the show, sir.
Thank you very much. I
Okay, we'll be
appreciate
right
it.
back.
Chips. White wine. To my mother, I wanna know have I made you proud. And to my father, I wanna know have I ever been a problem child. And to my pastor, I've been trying to be in church a little more. And to my lady, just have patience. God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I may have hurt wrong. I've done, but putting it behind me. There are some things I gotta get right. Loose ends need to be tied up. It's been a roller coaster ride, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, what if my life was being graded? What would it say on my progress report? What would it say on my progress report? I wonder what it would say. To all my teachers, thanks for taking extra time out with me. To my producer, thanks for keeping a young fella on the beat. And to the soldiers, going out there and risking your life for me. And to my lady, just have patience, cause God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I forgot to mention. Come and look at my long list. There are some things I gotta eventually I get to you. Loose ends need to be tied up. It's been a roller coaster and turns, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, what if my life was being graded? What would it say on my progress report? I know I've done more good than bad. Oh, I know, but for some reason.
Yeah, you could ring the bell for me. Welcome back to the last segment of the Renee Allen and Friends show. I have something in my arms. Listen, I'm sitting here with Kiana F. Brown, and she is the owner of Pooch Styles. And here is Coco. And Coco is so precious. Okay, I think I'm going to give Coco back to you so she'll stop trembling. Yes. So, oh, and look at all this. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. I love pets. Listen, tell them a little bit about you, Kiana, about the salon, etc. And then we'll talk about your book.
Okay. My name is Kiana F. Brown, as Miss Renee stated. I am the owner of Pooch Styles Pet Grooming, and I've been in operation since 2012, but I've been grooming for 18 years. I know I don't look like it, but...
No, you don't. No, you don't. Everybody's looking young today.
Years. And I've really had a passion for animals since I was young. I just can't ever remember not having a passion. And so I've gone through some struggles and things in my life, and animals were always my constant. So I just decided to do nothing but take care of them.
Oh, and look, I know y'all can see out there, but I'm right here, and wow, is this dog taken care of? I mean, like a baby.
Well, Coco has come into my life about 3 years ago. She is about 12, 13 years old, the vet says, but she went through some things and had a home, and that home could no longer care for her. I have 4 dogs, but 2 other of the dogs are rescue dogs. So I have a total of 3 rescue dogs and 1 that I've had from a pup. So.
Wow, your heart is gargantuous.
Well, I love animals. How could you not?
Oh. So listen, tell us something. Well, let's talk about this because I don't want to run out of time.
Okay.
Right? So it's How to Care for the Pet I Love. I love this book because it can go in a purse. It's just a coffee table book. Mm-hmm. It's so nice. That's a nice little idea for me. So she has, oh my goodness. So let's talk about this. But we have great authors today. Wow, 3. I think that's a record.
Okay,
so let's talk about it.
How to Care for the Pet I Love basically derived from me having to talk to my clients. I'd always have them come in. They had questions, and I wanted to answer all of their questions, but I still had to groom their dogs. So I said, what better could I do but to write a book? And then I designed it so that it could be used for a child. It could be used for an adult. It could be used for a senior. Just basic information, straight to the point. A lot of the times the clients come in and say that it's their child's dog. So I wanted to make sure that I made something an easy read so that everyone would know how to care for their pet.
So this is for the entire family?
It's for the entire family.
Oh, and I see you have suggestions in the back, and this is really nice.
Yeah, it covers basically all the things that you need to know about taking care of a pet. Yeah. It covers veterinary care. The first chapter is, basically, should I have a pet? Because a lot of people, they see the dog, it's cute, and they get this animal and don't realize all of the responsibilities that comes with taking care of a pet. Yeah. And so I've taken it a little bit step further, other than just a book. With my grooming, I wanted to make sure that my clients were getting the best service. Yeah. So I went and became certified as a pet esthetician. So I now take care of their skin needs. Yeah, because I'd have dogs come in constantly and they'd have skin issues. And I'm like, oh, go to the vet, go to the vet, go to the vet.
We have those pictures too. I have a before and after that you sent to me.
I
there's a before.
I was just basically going to the grooming shows and asking them, what should I get? What should I get? And I come back each year with a product and it didn't do anything. And so I said, well, I need to learn about how the skin works. Yes. So I just went ahead and did that so that I could be more knowledgeable for my clients.
Well, speaking of which, we met, and one of the show sponsors is Navetica, which is your Pet's Choice, and is launching July 20th, 21st, and 22nd at the BWI Hilton. And we are both a part of this extraordinary organization. Woo! See how she's so happy? Ooh, even Coco getting happy. So, if you want any information about that, please go to Renee Allen and Friends, or you can go to Pooch Styles.
Yes, Pooch Styles.
.com.
It's www.poochstylespetgrooming.com.
Petgrooming.com. Oh, and here's your little one. And look at that beautiful dog. So, we're going to be having so many things at this launch. And if you're interested in the launch, please let us know. Come on over here, sweetheart. Let us know. This is her other baby. See, this is her real baby. This is her four-legged baby. And it's going to be pet shows, and you're actually going to have a show there with the animals.
Yes,
yeah,
I
so
don't
talk
want.
about
It's going to be fabulous, but I don't want to give too much away.
No, not
'cause
too
it's
much.
Such a
Just
surprise.
a snip.
Yep. I don't know if they saw some of the coloring work, but there'll be some fabulous stuff going on.
So, how do they get a hold of you again?
It's www.poochstylespetgrooming.com. My contact number is 301-456-7081. And you can visit us on Facebook at poochstylespetgrooming.com. And if you are in the area this Sunday, which is going to be April the 15th between 2 to 5 p.m., we're having our second annual Spring Paw Fashion Show. So you get to see some dogs walk the runway. I know you just did a fashion show, but this one is for the pups.
For the pups, and I love that. Who doesn't love pups? It's the closest thing other than babies, right?
Yes.
So Layla, everyone gets, look, I have a spotlight assistant today and last week, and it's Layla Donnell, and she is getting ready to graduate at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. And Layla, come on over here. I know you're doing something for her, but come on.
Oh, it's fine.
And I have her on the show because I want someone to give her some work. She's extremely intelligent, beautiful, and has been such a great help for me. And just wave to everybody. She's also a part of Nevetica. Let me tell you, we are a strong, growing family who love pets and want to educate pet parents so their little furry little ones can have a better lifestyle and longer life. So Nevetica.com, check it out, and then let myself or Miss Brown or Miss Darnell, and we will give you all the information you need. Listen, I want to thank my guests. I want to thank Paula Potts. I want to thank Charmaine Davis Gurley, Dr. Donovan Anderson, and of course, Kiana F. Brown, and all of the listeners for watching today. And you too, Coco. Yes, you too, Coco. Thank you. That's her son over there. Thank you so much for watching. I love you to life. God bless, and I'll see you next week.
Miss Renee.
Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Starlin Allen, the host of the Renee Allen and Friends Show here on WLVS Radio, the largest online radio broadcast in the United States.
Well, this platform is for people to really know what's going on, not just locally, but globally.
Oh, I love it. They say you're the man's the head, but we're the neck, and we put them wherever we want to put them. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
I want you to just talk about a few pieces, and then the fundraiser, because that's what I'm excited about.
Okay.
We forgot about love.